Hello and welcome to episode 92 of the Daily Sales Message, where each and every single day for at least the last 92 days in a row now, we've provided you with a piece of simple and actionable advice that's designed to help you feel more confident and sell more stuff. If you're new around here, my name is James Newell and I teach people how to sell for a living. And for me, it comes in two parts. It starts with having a clear sales message, so people have to understand exactly what you're trying to sell them. And then you need selling confidence, the ability to be relaxed and comfortable and confident in a selling situation. In this episode of the Daily Sales Message, we're talking about, don't make me say it too many times, specificity. It's one of those words, isn't it? Specificity. Being specific. Now, being specific in your communications is what's going to sell your offering, because when you are specific, you connect with people, and when you connect with people, they feel understood and they're more likely to buy from you. This kind of comes into the realms of things like niching or niching if you're listening in the States. Being specific or niching down allows you to connect with your audience because you're talking to exactly what they want. And a high level, very simple example here is we have two companies. So you need a boiler to be fitted in your house. Your boiler is broken. It's been condemned. You've been told, hey, you need to get a new boiler. And you're trying to decide between two different companies. We've got james'sboilercompany.com and we've got james'splumbingcompany.com. James's Boiler Company is almost always going to win that business, or certainly win your attention, because of the specificity of the name and how they're marketing, how they're communicating with people. So whilst you may be in a business or a service where you do lots of different things for lots of different people, in your communications, if you can niche that down and be specific about the certain things that you do, that is what is going to speak to your buyer. So this is one of those things to remember. It's a little saying that I have, which is specific sells, generic repels. Specific sells, generic repels. So just be mindful in your website, in your social posts, your emails, even the voicemails that you're leaving. How specific are you being with people? Because buyers are looking for confidence, certainty, and expertise. Confidence, certainty, and expertise. And if you aren't specific in what you do, it can imply that perhaps you're not capable of doing it, or you don't have the experience. So to be more specific in your communications, we need to start name checking the problems that you solve, the triggers that are going to cause your buyer to act. So has your boiler been condemned? So somebody's come in and said, yep, this doesn't work, you need to replace it. That's a trigger point. So talk about that specifically. We're talking about the problems you solve, the trigger points, but also the types of people that you work with. So we work with homeowners, we work with businesses, we work with people inside the M25, we work with fishermen or whatever. It's funny the random examples I have to come up with on the fly. But being specific about who you work with, the kind of people that you work with, can also help you. So remember, specific sells, generic repels. The more specific that you can be in your communication, or the more niche you can be in targeting your audience, the better you will do. It feels like you're walking away from a world of possibility, because when you're generic, you have quote unquote appeal to a wider audience of people. And arguably that's correct, you do. However, I'd rather be talking to 10 people who are qualified and really interested in what I'm doing, rather than 100 people who may or may not be interested in what I'm doing. So don't be afraid to step away from the generics and step away from appealing to lots of people and to niche down, because it might feel like you're stepping away from opportunity, but what you're actually doing from my point of view is you're stepping towards the type of buyers that you're looking for. That's it for today. Tomorrow, we are going to be talking about asking your customer the questions that they're asking you. And there's one in particular that works really well, and we kind of mirror that back to the buyer when we're talking to them. We'll cover that tomorrow in episode 93 of the Daily Sales Message, so tune in tomorrow for that one. In the meantime, if you haven't already, please could you like or comment or share or subscribe, interact in some way with wherever you're listening to this podcast. Any kind of interaction there helps the algorithm, the all-seeing algorithm. It helps us to then reach more people and spread our good message. Thank you for listening. I appreciate your time. I'll see you tomorrow for episode 93 of the Daily Sales Message.